Scott Disick is attempting to come between Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian for his own benefit. Hi, before we continue, please subscribe to the channel for all Kardashians news and update. Scott Disick is still not over Kourtney Kardashian. Even though she is now married to Travis Barker and looks really happy, Scott seems to be having a very hard time moving on. People close to him have noticed that he may even be trying to come between Kourtney and Travis, hoping that he might get another chance with her. The pain of seeing someone you once loved deeply move on can be very hard to deal with, and Scott seems to be struggling with that a lot these days. He once had Kourtney's love, but over time, he lost it. Some people think he became too focused on fame. Others believe he was simply too immature to handle a serious relationship. Kourtney gave him many chances to change, but he never lived up to her expectations. There was a time when Kourtney was deeply in love with Scott and might have done anything for him. But love like that can't last forever if it's not returned. And sadly, Scott kept making mistake after mistake. Like what often happens, Scott didn't realize what he had until it was gone. After Kourtney finally walked away emotionally, that's when he started wanting her back. Their love story was shown for years on the reality show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Viewers saw them fall in love, fight, break up, make up again, and continue this cycle many times. Their relationship brought a lot of drama to the show. For a long time, fans were unsure if they would ever end up together or not. Sometimes it seemed like they were meant to be, but at other times, it looked like they were not going to make it. There was no doubt that they had love between them. But sometimes, love is not enough. The problems they faced were too much. Scott had personal struggles that affected their relationship. Kourtney wanted stability, honesty, and loyalty, but Scott couldn't always give her that. So, when she met someone new and fell in love with him, everything changed. That new love gave Kourtney strength and peace. She had waited too long for things to change with Scott, and when nothing changed, she finally changed herself. Scott had to sit back and watch it happen. People could see how hurt he was. It seemed like he knew it was really over this time. Now, Scott is focusing more on being a good parent to their children. Some people think he is doing it because he wants to impress Kourtney, while others think he might be doing it because he's angry or jealous. He might believe that by showing her he can be a great dad, she'll see him in a better light again. But Kourtney is in a new chapter of her life now. She's with someone else who gives her the kind of love she always wanted. And she is not looking back. Kourtney and Scott had some very emotional times during their relationship. One moment that really showed the pain Kourtney felt was when she found out Scott was talking to another woman. In one scene from their reality show, she hears a woman's voice on the phone with Scott. He tries to explain, but Kourtney already knows something isn't right. Even though she knows he is probably not being honest, she still doesn't leave him right away. That shows how much she loved him. Her heart was breaking, but she needed time to understand what was really happening. At that time, she was still ready to forgive him because she truly believed in their love. It's very painful to watch someone as kind and loyal as Kourtney go through something like that. Scott didn't deserve that kind of love from her, and in time, she realized it. There are two types of breakups. One happens fast and clearly, while the other happens slowly, with many small moments of hurt. Kourtney experienced the second kind. Scott hurt her so many times in small ways until she had no more energy left to continue. But in a way, that was a good thing. It allowed her to finally let go and start a new life. She found someone who made her feel special and respected. With Scott, there were always broken promises and disappointments. She had to accept that staying with him would mean giving up on her own dreams of a peaceful and loving relationship. So, she finally decided to walk away. And once she did, she didn't keep thinking about the past or feeling sorry for herself. She looked forward. Scott sometimes looks very sad. Maybe he's thinking about the woman he let go. Maybe he's regretting the things he did wrong. It's possible that he knows he ruined something really special. But no matter how sorry he is now, it's too late. Kourtney made the right choice. In fact, some people believe she should have made that choice much earlier. A man who cheats and speaks to other women in a way that makes it clear he doesn't respect his partner is not someone to hold on to. Kourtney saw all the signs, and eventually, she found the strength to leave. Even though Scott is trying to change now, people wonder what his true reasons are. Is he really becoming a better person, or is he doing it to get Kourtney's attention again? Some fans believe he still wants to be with her. They think he might be jealous of her new marriage and wants to break it apart. That's a serious thing to do, and if it's true, it shows that Scott is still not thinking about what's best for Kourtney. He might be thinking only about himself and his own feelings. But Kourtney is not the same person she used to be. She has grown stronger. She now knows what she wants and what she deserves. It's hard to let go of someone you've loved for a long time. Scott and Kourtney have children together, and that keeps them in each other's lives forever. That kind of connection can make it harder to move on. But it can also be a reason to grow up and make better choices. Kourtney has clearly done that. She made a difficult decision to leave someone she once loved deeply. She chose peace over drama. She chose a partner who makes her feel safe instead of one who brings confusion and pain. Scott might feel alone sometimes. He might miss the family they had. But instead of trying to get Kourtney back, maybe he should focus on becoming the best father he can be. Maybe he should learn from the mistakes he made and make sure he never repeats them again. Love is not something you can force. And no matter how much Scott wants to turn back time, Kourtney has moved forward. She is now married to someone who loves and respects her. Travis Barker has given her the kind of love that heals old wounds. He doesn't bring the same chaos that Scott brought into her life. That's why Kourtney looks so happy now. She's not pretending. Her joy is real, and it comes from finally being with someone who treats her the way she always wanted to be treated. Scott had many chances. He had years to show Kourtney that he could be the man she needed. But he didn't do it. Now, watching her build a new life with someone else is probably very painful for him. Still, that's what happens when you take love for granted. You end up losing something precious. Kourtney's story shows how strong people can become after heartbreak. She was deeply hurt, but she didn't let that pain destroy her. She used it to become better. She let go of something that was holding her back and opened her heart to something new. And now, she is living the life she always wanted. That's something to admire. Even though Scott may never fully accept that it's over, the truth is clear. Kourtney has moved on, and she's not coming back. The best thing Scott can do now is respect her happiness and focus on building a better life for himself and their children. Love should make you feel safe, happy, and supported. Kourtney has found that kind of love. And Scott needs to find peace with that. Trying to break up someone else's relationship is not the answer. It only brings more pain and confusion. Thanks for watching. Please do well to share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more Kardashian updates.